Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Khairunnisa Afifah Binti Jasri and my metric number is 055695. And for today, I'll be presenting about my logo. So in my logo, there are four important components. The first one is the woman who is wearing a golden glittery scarf. So what I was trying to say in that logo is that it represents my faith. You know, that the scarf is associated with the Muslim woman. So for me, I usually heard like some comments that saying that the religion is kind of restricted someone from doing things that she or he like. But for me, I don't think so. I think that I can still explore, I can experiment, I can discover things that I like to do. Even I have a religion, you know, that in the field that I am interested with. The scarf reminds me that whatever that I am doing, I have to put my God first and try to find a way that I can always express myself in a sense that I'm still in following God's rule. You know that hijab never restricted you to stay true to yourself, as well as following the Islamic teachings. Do you know that gold represents purity and wisdom? The reason why I choose purity, the reason why I choose gold is because I think that it shows that purity, that you are who you are, and wisdom is about that you always try to find a way that how can it fits me, how can I still be with it and still be with the religion, how can I do it. You always try to be so creative for you just to find a way on how you want to express yourself in things that you like to do. The second one is the pigeon. Okay, so about the pigeon, for me, pigeon describes the freedom, and in this context, what I was trying to say is the freedom of a human being. Okay, so we know that each people have their own struggle. You know that like mine, I do have a very low self-confidence. Sometimes there is always the word. I mean, like it's like I have that kind of like quote that like be thrown right straight to my face. Is that like I was never good enough, and somehow I get used to it, and somehow without I even get knowing about that, it just consume myself slowly. And like there's an urgency for me just to realize that I need to save myself, that this is not good. So I mean, just like the bird, like spreading it, just like the bird spreading its wings for the first time. You know, you're doing it like so risky yet so scary but so innocent. I mean, it's so beautiful that I wanted to do the same. I mean, if I restrict myself, I'll never get over it. I'll never get my fear over. I'll never get over my fear. So what I was trying to say is that I wanted to be able to be someone that that can overcome my low self-confidence and being who I am. It is really important for me to discover what is my real potential. And you know, I choose the color white because also bird has a very white feathers. You know, it's for me it's so in. White represent innocence. It represents that whatever happened, I don't care. So what I was trying to say here is that if I be the bird, if I were the bird, I mean, I have to fly anyway. So I don't really care. I mean, I don't really care about what's gonna happen, if I'm gonna fall down or I'm gonna like fly up high in the sky. So the thing that I wanted to do is that I wanted to do it over and over and over again. I wanted to be able to be brave enough. The third component in my logo is the crown. So we know that the crown is related to luxury and power that someone gained over something. So the manifestation of it is that I think I should take control of my life. You know that I have, like I've said before, I have fear, I have doubts, and sometimes it's kind of like stops me from doing things that I like to do, or it's kind of like kind of giving me that sort of restriction that I can't give my full potential to it. And for me, I wanted to get that crown. I wanted to get the crown of braveness. I mean, I wanted to become a real king to myself. For me, red offers bold and courage. You know, the reason why I did not choose the color of gold is because I think gold always being associated with wealth. my kind of wealth is that I want to wear the crown of braveness. I want to be brave enough. And for me, red shows that you're strong and unbreakable. I really wanted to be able to feel proud of myself again. I mean, as proud as the king who is wearing his crown on his coronation day. After having such a hard time trying to defend his possession, trying to defend his throne. So for me, it symbolized like my return to reclaim my confidence that I have long lost. Symbols or component in my logo is leaves. Leaves reminds me so much to nature. It reminds me that I have to always be humble towards myself and the other people around me. That I have to, when I have achieved something, I have to give benefits towards the other people too. I can't just keep it to myself. So the color of the leaf is green. It just reminds me of my growth. I mean, like, I want it to really, really to grow and being humble. I mean, no matter how much accomplishment that I have accomplished after this. So in a nutshell, I have 4 important components in my logo. The first one is the crown. Where the crown signifies that I can be anyone. I can be whatever that I want it to be, just as long as I have the right way to do it. And the second and the third one is the crown and the bird, which that it signifies that I can make anything happen. This one is the symbol of leaf, where it just reminds me like no matter how far I will fly high in the sky, I mean I still want to be able to become humble towards people around me too. So I think that's all for me. Thank you for listening.